Hey guys, Robert Lunt here, 2830 Grafton Street, Sarasota, Florida. It's October 21st, 2019, and I have a flip here that I've been having some problems with the contractor on. This house was a bit of a monster, I'll admit to that. I broke my arm, fell off the roof over there when I was trimming the trees back for the roofers. But anyway, I had this guy. Purpose of this video is to go through the craftsmanship and the work performed for a contract that I signed with Finishing Touch LLC of Sarasota, Brandon Zatir, and his significant other, who's in my office, and a fellow agent who I had, that's how I met them. That's how the relationship formed. We've seen them at Christmas parties and sales meetings and stuff like that. So they had solicited me to do some work a couple of times, and I was like, okay, yeah, it could work. And then I knew they were doing stuff for other agents in my office and other investors that I knew. So, I thought this could work out. But the only thing with me was the numbers. So I knew that they were a little bit more money, but he said, his work was better. They were fast. They had the crews, yada, yada, yada. So here we are. I got a $45,000 contract. As you can see, this is where the paint job got left off at. I'm obviously that's not finished, but I don't think they planned that was finished, but at least hopefully not. So when I got to this project, there was already been some rough demo and stuff done. Preliminary to me entering the house, there was a big mess here. And basically I had to take it over and get the job finished. A bit of a monster. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the front and a 1-1 in the back. So we'll just go right here to, as you can see, the windows that needed to be replaced were this one, the ones that we have on our contract were the 5 in the front, and all the exterior doors. So there's 5 exterior doors. There's a broken window there, broken window there, broken window there, broken window there, and broken window in the back. So there's 5 main windows that were on the contract to be done. Here's the contract here, date here, and then another thing I did realize is that after we had done the contract, and I pulled on public record, and I'd given him, he had asked me for $29,500 up front for all the materials, saying that they were $16,000 and change. $2,000 of the materials were the appliances that I said I would pay for and supplies, so it was really $14,000. So $2,000 there, $16,780 here. And this is all the work, and there was I had this revised statement done because there was a lot of verbal promises that were made and that weren't on the initial bid. So then I revised that and had this drawn up here. It was my version of it, and so he sent me this statement. Basically, with that being the balance, there was a $45,000 contract minus the $2,000 for appliances, so that was $43,000, and gave him $29,500, so we're at $13,500. Here you can see, and there was another. I heard through the grapevine that there was a client of another flipper that wasn't very happy, sent an email threatening lawsuits because of some work Brandon did on that house, and so that was Brandon's crew, his partner George. So that scared me a bit, but so going into the project, we had all this work to be done. It was basically tile, drywall repairs, baseboard, doing the fireplace, the kitchen, windows, doors, remodeling of the bathrooms. Interior doors, which they did some of these, and obviously not finished. A lot of chips and repairs that need to be done. It's kind of, I don't even know what's going on here. That they're pretty banged up, these doors. and I don't, I don't know if they used the old stuff there and then just put, I don't know, even think those are pre-hung, so that just might be the old framework, but that might be a pre-hung that's just kind of roughed up. So he was supposed to do a thermostat, which he ended up charging me. I paid for through his AC guy. An extra $650 was to clean the AC system. And originally, I thought that the AC was on the bid, and but then he said that wasn't on the bid. They said the hot water heater was on the bid several times. Then when it came to get the hot water heater installed, he made me buy that myself. Along with, servicing the HVAC. But so we have like part of the kitchen, half the kitchen's done. I bought the appliances. This window was supposed to be modified. It was too low to where these cabinets were sitting. So it's really supposed to be a shorter window here, or a picture window. And now the cabinets are there to modify this wall, which are in the way. Don't know how that's gonna work. But then there was, supposed to be some electrical work done, and to account for the microwave and the stove. As you can see, there's no stove outlet there. It's just a wall outlet. They said that would be sufficient. And got that going on there. Here's the island. Which that all looks pretty good to me, I would say. That's rather happy with that. I don't know if it's square. It looks a little crooked to me, but I was told, obviously that cabinet is just kind of like hanging off the wall, and the microwave is attached to it, so that concerns me. Maybe it's gonna fall off the wall. A little crooked there. It might not be attached to a stud, which I don't think it is. If you look there, it might just be zipped into the drywall there. So I'm gonna have to redo that. This is where the dryer was supposed to go. There was some old, looks like I guess the kitchen used to be here before I got the house, and that was supposed to be removed and not patched up there. So then we get into the bathroom here. There was supposed to remodel the bathrooms. This plumbing was just getting left outside of the wall. It's old plumbing, which should have been put in the wall, or however. And if you look at these tiles, they're just ridged up. When you put a vanity there, it's sloped down, ridged up, and the floor is not, didn't get leveled or whatever happened in here. But there's like a super ton of mortar, like right under there. There's like all this extra thick mortar that got put under there, which I don't know why. So this has to be all chiseled out and taken care of. Then put some toilets in, 2 toilets. So I accounted for the 2 toilets on the bill that I gave him. So I gave him a bill revising, what he owes me from the money that I gave him, because I had to fire these guys because they just kept giving me excuses after excuses. And then like right here, there's just like these tiles are all cut kind of funny. There's no Schluter, and bother trying to square off these walls. We got the tile going right up to the door jamb. There's no Durarock back there. So this all has to be ripped out, which that'll be fun. There's no dryer vent, so I guess that was supposed to be the dryer. I got no place to ventilate the dryer. Nobody planned for that. Which obviously that's the quickest way to the outside. So we can do a soffit dryer vent. So maybe go up this wall into the ceiling, hopefully. He did say he was doing a condensate pump, so he did do that, which is a couple $100. We I think he did pop a hole in this wall up here, ceiling for access, so that has to be repaired. Put these doors in. Didn't grout the floors yet, so didn't finish off the base. The ceilings got painted the same color as the wall, the same color and sheen as the wall. There's no doubt that that is the same. It's not. That's not a different color or a different sheen than the walls. Those are definitely the same. So they mixed the two paints together, and now I have to repaint the ceilings. You know, I did all this work with these broken windows here, just letting the air come in the house for months. Baseboard looks pretty good, but you know, if we can keep the dryer there, then we're in good shape, I guess. I don't know, we just wouldn't move that like further down into that cove, you know, like, I don't know. So then, master bed, you know, just some drywall repairs and patches in here, which look pretty good. You know, got a lot of touch-ups to do, a lot of whole ceiling, caulking, you know, put some doors in here, put some flat doors here. Do have some green board here, which is good because, I mean, green board or Durarock in this shower. This is just painted drywall right here. Well, this master shower is, and I'm not sure if there was a permit pulled for this, but I think it needs one, you know, but anyway, so this has to be tore out. I mean, the shower liner should have went in first. That has to be reconfigured. That's not even correct. It has to be up higher, you know, there has to be more wood there. I mean, how do you even, I don't even know. It's just crazy. But another toilet there they installed, which is fine. You know, just reconfiguring this vent here. You know, we got the vanities going over here, but the light, the bathroom light was here, so that needed to be moved over there. And this room looks pretty good so far, other than the ceiling needs to be painted white. Pretty basic. Big room. You know, closet doors are a little hard to, like the tracks are all kind of binded. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's, I don't know, wheels or what's going on up there, but I'm gonna swap those out. So, you know, I got them owing me about $15,678, I think I wrote. There's another back unit I'm gonna take you to. So some crap that's going on. So this is what I figured that they did so far, and what I have to redo. And as you can get a look at that, and that's what they owe me, $15,689.20. Then I can show you right here. So the fireplace looks pretty good, you know, but still no like edge. It's, you know, this stuff's kind of jammed off the wall a little bit. Maybe put some trim here. I don't know. I don't know what the plan was for that. It's supposed to be a mantle there also. Looks okay. So then we come out to here. They did do this demo for me, which came out pretty good. So there was a whole illegal enclosure out here with an extra room. We ripped all that out. And then on their bid was to put pavers all in the front walkway, all in the back walkway. But as you can see, like the door for the back unit, there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath back here. It goes, you know, flush with the ground. So I don't know how you're gonna get pavers in there. Really need to raise up that jamb for water anyway. I mean, this has to be raised up just because, you know, it's not good. water's just gonna get in there all the time. So we have to bring a jam up and seal that off, stucco, seal it, whatever. So all these stucco repairs are supposed to be done. We'll just go through this backing. And so this is the condensate pump. Really just cut off this, made a nipple thing here with taped some hose for a weight. And so when the soffit guys came, the roofers came back, so they just, cut around that, I guess. And really it's supposed to go out by the condenser. This condenser is not going to pass an insurance inspection. It's extremely old, so that wasn't accounted for. This thing was supposed to be torn out with the rest of the demo. He said he was going to take care of that. Never did that, so the soffit guy just went around that. They just kept procrastinating for like 1 month. They had one guy working over here doing drywall, paint, and tile by himself. They did adjust that a little bit because that was off. It was sloped, as you can see the crack. The tree roots were pushing up on the structure. Cracked that. Yeah, this house is a monster, I get it. But probably the worst rehab I've ever had to do. And we got another bathroom in here, which was this really has to be gutted and plumbing put in the wall, or build some kind of a wall and move the drain, because there's supposed to be a shower here, vanity there, and toilet there for a little small bathroom. And as you can see here, we ripped out some non-load bearing walls, and they tie up just basically right over the tile. And just use there was some tiles, some loose tiles that got chipped up right there. You can see like the light area to the dark area, because those tiles are set down further. So there's a little bit of a dip right here when you walk, and they just used some where this tile was ripped up, and they just sealed up this old dirty tile. Just kind of like moldy underneath it a little bit. There's some water, I guess, gotten down under there. That's why I was ripping the tiles up. Because I wanted to clean the floor and then, seal all the walls. And here's your little bedroom. The little kitchenette was just going to go right here. And, the original plan, I guess, was to make this a walk-in closet. But, to frame this out and make it a walk-in closet with another closet back here was a little crazy. There's a hot water heater back here that feeds these 2 bathrooms. So that's kind of where we left off, and we're supposed to gut out this back unit, so we have a little back porch, and just cut out this old plumbing that was here, put in illegally, and just ripping out all this plumbing that wasn't supposed to be here. It was an old laundry room with no air, so I'm just gonna rip out all this, refinish it off, and just make it a storage room, basically, because it was a French drain, goes to nowhere. So that's it, and that's what I'm dealing with, 5 months later, after my contract and giving these guys $29,500. I know it's a lot of house, but they committed to it and said it would get done, and then it was one excuse after another. Blah 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 blah, and now here I am, stuck having to take legal actions, finishing off this house and doing it right, and mess. Basically, every time I came over here, they were just drinking Monsters and smoking cigarettes. So kind of stuck, man, in a bind, and set my family back quite a bit, as far as income goes, and putting my reputation on the line as doing good business with my lenders and stuff like that, and it's really screwed me up. But here we go, and I'll get through it. Signing off.